Let me get it off. And if you come from another country, let us know what country you're coming in from. And also let us know if you can hear us and see us. Okay, so we're going to go through the introductions in just a moment. We'll allow folks to kind of start chiming in as to where they're coming from. And I have Joe in the background that's going to help me with the comments. She's going to help read off the comments today. I'm looking forward. This is something new. We've never done this before, and we have lots of fun stuff in store. While we're having folks come on, I want you guys to answer a question for me. What's the funniest YouTube video you've ever seen?
Guys, if you're trying.
Sorry.
Uh-oh. Is that me? That was me, wasn't it?
Sorry, that was me. We were live.
Okay. Awesome. Okay. So what's the funniest YouTube video you've ever seen? Anybody want to volunteer to go first? And by the way, if you're signing in, guys, go ahead and put in the comments where you're signing in from, what city, what state, or what country.
Okay, I can do one. It's a little girl, and I think it's foreign, the video, but a little girl doing a dog training competition.
Okay.
And they show about 3 dogs before her, and they have to run through like all these treats and everything.
Oh, wow.
The dog has to ignore these toys and treats and come straight to their master.
Uh-huh.
And they show 3 dogs do it perfectly. One kind of hesitates for half a second and comes. And then they show this golden retriever. And first they start like the circus music, which is funny enough in the background. This thing stops and gets every single hot dog, treat, bone. It turns around and backs up because it missed one. And
of course,
you see the guy timing it is standing there and he is just dying. And the girl is mortified. But it is hysterical. And the caption on it is, "Who's the real winner here?" And I'm like, I think that dog really was the real winner because and she had to like go yank him off of a hot dog.
That sounds funny. Okay, if anybody finds a link to that one, put it in the comments. Let us take a look at that one. That'll be funny to see.
It's really cute.
Anybody else? Any other funny videos as folks are chiming in here?
I got one. I don't know how well I can tell this story though, because I can't remember exactly what the song was. Because you need the song to make this really go as a story. But my daughter and I were scrolling around looking at goofy cat videos, and there was this one like an animation kind of thing. It was from Spain, and it wasn't a cat, but you couldn't figure out what it was because it was a human mouth sort of going, and it had like big ears and then sort of like a cat face and this little body, and it was singing this little song and like doing this dance. And she just loved this thing. So awesome. I don't know what it was or even what the song meant because it wasn't even in Spanish. It was some crazy made up language, but it was pretty hysterical.
Cool. Any others before we move on? There's one I just thought about. This is one of my favorite ones. It's a little kid and he's reading this math problem, and he's talking about Jaden. So I don't know, Joe, if you find that one, if you don't mind, if you could put it in there. I don't know. Do you remember what I'm talking about, Joe? That particular video?
I have no idea, Rollis.
Okay. No, I'm gonna have to find it and send it to y'all later. It's so funny. Oh my gosh. It's on Instagram though. I don't think it's not on LinkedIn. It's on Instagram. But it's pretty funny. Because he's like he's doing this little math problem. He's like, so no, I don't want to give it away. Because you have to watch it. Because,
you have to watch it.
Yeah, and you're gonna watch it like 3 times. I promise you. It's very short. It's pretty really funny. Okay, so we have folks that are already chiming in, Joe.
Yes, so we have Joanne and we have Patty.
Awesome. Well, hi, Joanne and Patty. Welcome. Patty is from Hazel Green, Alabama.
All right.
And Joanne is from the Philippines.
Yay.
Love it. Okay.
Wow.
Let's go through our introductions who are here, and we're going to start with Larry at the top, then Kim, then Julie, and then Bill, and then Jaimee. You're going to talk just briefly about what you do and who you are and where you're signing in from.
So I'm signing in from Evanston, Illinois, right north of Chicago. So what I do is I got a couple of companies. The company I'm focusing on right now is called Sales Sherpa, and I'm looking to solve a problem that a lot of us that work for ourselves, entrepreneurs, we own a small business, maybe we're a consultant, where we're trying to make it all happen for ourselves alone. So I've got years of experience in helping organizations and individuals get new clients. So I'm pulling all that information together, creating a community, making it available to people so they can never have to work for anybody else again.
Love it. Sounds great. How about you, Kim?
Good afternoon, everyone. I am logging in today from sunny Sarasota, Florida. And
Nice.
my name is Kim Lamontagne, and I teach organizational leaders how to build a culture of safety in the workplace that fosters and encourages open communication in the workplace about mental health and well-being. And it is an absolute honor to be here again on Fun and Games Friday.
Yes, and also the author of It's Okay Not to Be Okay, right?
That's right. That's right.
All
That's
right.
a collection of stories from men and women around the United States, the UK, and Canada who have survived mental illness and thrived. And they're reaching back to share their stories to help others. So I'm a proud author of that, a visionary author of that book.
Awesome. Julie.
Hello from Brooklyn, New York. My name is Julie Guerrero. I am currently a customer success manager. What that is I provide support for clients across the country who use our product, our being PageUp. It's an applicant tracking system. So recruitment, onboarding, and performance management. So I made the leap into HR tech earlier this year, but my background is primarily in human resources.
Okay, very good. And Bill.
I'm Bill Metzler. I'm from wonderful Toledo, Ohio, which is actually kind of warm today at 65 degrees here in the middle of November. And sorry, Kim.
And I'm from New England too, but I'm a Floridian now.
That's really warm.
What we do is we help companies find the right marketing product out there. So anything you want to put your logo on, we can do it, whether it's in printing, promotional products, clothing, signage, anything out there that you want to put your logo on. And we're always getting new products every day that our companies are always looking to put their name on. So, and our niche has been in the healthcare market. So I'm Bill Metzler with BTM Promos.
And I've got a couple of your shirts. I put my HR Maximizer logo on a couple of your shirts, a couple of Nike golf shirts like this one. I love it. And and we use Julie's ATS, applicant tracking system as well in our company. All right, go ahead, Jaimee.
Hi, I'm Jaimee Hartman with Healthcare Associates Credit Union. I am a business account executive. We work with just the healthcare industry and those who support the healthcare industry. And I specifically help provide financial wellness programs. I work with HR typically there and help provide a financial wellness component usually to their already given wellness program. And we help people bank healthy.
Do you
and
cover?
Kim, I'm going to start your book.
Excellent. Enjoy.
I just finished a book and I'm just getting ready to open yours. So I'm very excited.
Awesome. Do you cover Texas, by the way?
Yes.
Okay, so we need to get sign up with you guys. I don't know what we got to do that, but we wanted to get involved with that. Okay,
Absolutely.
all right, guys, let's have some fun today. I want to start off with a would you rather question. By the way, those who are in the comments, go ahead and put what you do. Share it with us. Share us with our little community here. What you do. Did someone say something? I'm sorry.
Sorry, it's me. We have some new visitors.
Go ahead. That's it.
have
Yeah, go ahead.
Mark Bentcover. Or I don't know.
Yeah, Mark. I was on his live earlier. Welcome, Mark.
Yes.
Glad you're here.
Thank you for being on my first live, Rollis.
Awesome.
And we also have Tazim Briarani joining us from Toronto, Canada. And
Nice.
It's her first time joining us.
Welcome. Any other first timers that you see so far?
Nope.
Okay, so let me give them a round of applause. So thank you for our newcomers. Thank you for being here. All right, we're gonna have some fun. All right, so here's our and again, those who are coming in, go ahead and put what you're doing in the chat there, where you're from, what city and state, and along with what you do. All right, so here's our first would you rather question. And since Jaimee went first, you were the first volunteer, you can pick who's going to take this would you rather question from me. Everyone will get a chance to answer, but they don't have to answer first.
All right, I'll do Kim.
Okay.
Oh, I knew you were going to call on me. Okay.
So Kim, imagine that you're about to your boss is about to walk out and give a big speech, and you notice they've got a little something hanging out of their nose right there. Okay. It's a big company meeting. So, would you let him go and hope he doesn't remember you had the opportunity to tell him, or would you go ahead and tell him that he has something hanging out of his nose?
I would go ahead and tell him. I would find a politically correct way to tell him because I would not want anyone close to me, let alone my boss, my VP, my director, to be in that situation. So I would just pull him aside and just let him know that he may want to
Okay.
do a little bit of this.
Got it. What if that same boss? Would it change your answer at all if that same boss? He or she is a little bit tough to talk to and take criticism. You'd still go ahead and tell him?
I still would, because I would
Okay.
want someone to tell me.
Okay.
I would absolutely want to. It would be a little bit more challenging if that person was more difficult to speak with, but
Yeah.
absolutely, I would let them know. There you go. You might
Okay.
want to do this.
So who disagrees with Kim?
Aw.
Everybody agrees with Kim.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
what
right.
if you hated your boss? Would you
What-
still
But
help?
what?
What if you hated your boss? Would you still help him out?
If I hate my boss, well, I don't hate anyone, but if I disliked my boss, I would still help him out. It's the right thing to do.
There you go.
Okay. All right. In the comments, I want you guys to let me know, what would you do in that situation? Would you go ahead and tell that boss, and let's say the boss is, this is just a pretend boss. You don't have to actually talk about your actual boss, okay? But let's just pretend you had a tough boss, didn't necessarily take things particularly well. Would you go ahead and let them know they had a little something come out their nose, perhaps a little booger come out their nose? Or would you let them go ahead and go out there and give the speech and just hope they didn't they didn't think about the fact you had an opportunity to tell them? Okay. All right. So since Kim took that, who goes next, Kim?
I'm going to give Larry an opportunity to go first
Hey.
because he's never been.
Okay, Larry.
Hi,
So
Larry.
I've got an open-ended question, or I have a never have I ever question. And by the way, Joe, let me know what other folks in the comments say. Just tell me, just break in whenever.
Yeah, I have some now.
Okay, go for it.
Okay. So Roy was piggybacking on Mark's comment, and he was joking, saying it's his first time too. And then he goes, "Okay, not really." And then he put the UK's in the house.
Yes, UK's in the house.
We're happy to have Roy join us again. And let's see. Oh, Roy said, "Kim, what if they think you are suggesting they do some coke when you brush your nose?"
Well, I would make sure that wasn't the assumption. I would make sure that I was very clear.
Okay.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Oh my gosh.
Maybe it's more of a UK thing. Maybe that's like the universal symbol for it.
If that's the universal symbol, then I'm sorry that I just did that.
Well, maybe not universal. Maybe it's just the UK thing. Maybe it's like
Yes.
Patty said she would tell her boss. Tazine said she would tell them nicely. And Mark also agreed that he would also tell his boss.
Okay. All right. Very good. So who's taking this question? I'm sorry, I forgot already.
I think it's me.
All right. So Larry, you want to do a never have I ever or just an open-ended question?
Let's just do an open-ended question. I'll be surprised.
Okay. If you could only take one, like you could only fit one album into your iPad or iPhone, whatever device it is, and you're going to go on a cross-country trip, which one would that be?
Wow.
Yeah.
Can I pick a compilation?
If it's an album, and I know folks, you younger folks out there, you may not know what an album is. It's just a collection of individual songs. Usually it's about 8 to 12 songs.
I'm old enough to remember albums.
Well, no, you are, but I'm talking about the rest of the comments. We might have,
Yeah, you know I am.
because you and I might be around the same age. Huh?
It's a 33, right? Isn't it 33s and 45s?
Well, the 45s, I think it used to be the singles, and the 33s were
That's
were
the
the
singles,
albums.
and the 33s
Yeah.
are the albums, I think.
Yeah, but we still call them. I think we still call them albums, though, don't we? Don't we still call them albums?
I thought you called them vinyls.
I call them an album. Yeah, I still call it.
Whenever like a new artist comes out with a new set of songs, they still call them albums, right?
Yeah. Albums.
Okay.
Definitely albums.
All right. So
This
which
is
one, Larry?
This is impossible to answer. It's just absolutely impossible. Like, I don't even know. I listen to so much music, and I need variety.
Okay.
I'm
All
all
right.
over the-
I'll give you three. Go ahead and give me three of the top
Okay.
ones.
I can do 3.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see. I would do Pet Sounds. So
Okay.
I love Pet Sounds. Beach Boys. I would do. Let's see. What else am I really listening to that I really like right now? I'm at a loss, so I'm going to take a
Yeah,
look.
this is hard.
You already did it. So you completed the
So-
assignment already with Pet Sounds by the Beach Boys, which is very
No, I
good.
get 2 more. You said I get 2 more.
But you already gave me one though. It's fine. You're good. But if you want 2 more, you can add 2 more in just a second. We'll come back to you. So who's the
That's
next person? Who wants to give me
I'll stick with that.
the one album the one album you would take with you on the trip?
I'll go next. Any album by Fleetwood Mac.
Ooh, I like Fleetwood Mac. Yes.
Yeah,
Nice.
I love Fleetwood Mac.
Good choice.
Yes, I like their music. I was
I
listening
would go
to,
with the Offspring Splinter Cell.
oh,
Ooh.
I don't even know what that is. That's awesome. Okay.
I don't either.
Never heard of it.
You gonna sing? Could you sing some?
Oh God, no!
Okay.
It's really good. I recommend listening to it.
But when you said Fleetwood Mac, I was thinking about Little Lies and Dreams and Rhiannon, and
Yeah.
they got some really good music. Okay, Julie, did you say what you wanted? What you wanted to take with you?
I did. I said this question's hard, but the one album that I'm listening to now is it's an old one, but Miseducation of Lauryn Hill.
Ooh, yes, Miss Education of
Oh.
Lauryn Hill. I love that
Lauryn
album.
Hill.
By the
Awesome.
way, Zoom is not your friend right now on the audio category, Julie. It's I don't know, it's kind of clicking in and out there. Your video looks great though.
Oh, really?
So Joe, do we have any suggestions out there in the comments on favorite album that they would take with them on the trip?
Yes, we do.
Okay.
Joanne said The Course.
Oh, they're great.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. I'm losing my comments here. Hold on 1 second. Oh, my suggestion was the what is it called? Alicia Keys, The Element of Freedom.
Oh yeah, Alicia Keys.
Great album.
Roy said, I remember 78.
Oh, 78.
78s. Oh, the old stuff. Yeah, before the 33s, they had the 78s. Yes, I forgot about that. Wow.
And then the 8 tracks are before that.
Wow. Yeah, I forgot about that. Okay.
And then Mark said 33 and 1/3.
Yes, 33 and a third. Yeah, that's the original, like not original, but the ones that I grew up with. Those albums. You can still buy those actually.
Oh, can I add one? Is my audio better?
Yes. Oh, it's
yeah.
perfect now. Oh my gosh, it's
Oh,
perfect.
yes.
Thank you.
Anything by Sarah Bareilles.
Okay.
I love her.
I've never heard that music before. I'd love to try it out. Maybe you can put in the comments for me, Joe, so I can look at it later, please.
I think she's going to be the new Carole King, the next Carole King.
Awesome.
Singer-songwriter.
Yeah.
Female singer-songwriters are back.
Yeah.
They are.
That's good.
Someone put in the comments they love The Offspring too. So see, somebody else knew who it was.
See, there we go. See, this is fun and games and really networking, right? So we're
Very good.
getting a chance. All right. So Larry, now you get a chance to determine who goes next.
Let's see. How about Jaimee?
Jaimee. Okay. So Jaimee, I'm going to do a Never Have I Ever with you.
Okay.
And folks in the comments, you're going to guess if Jaimee has or she's never, and so are the rest of our teammates. They're going to guess too, but they're going to also confess for themselves. Okay. So we're going to guess if Jaimee has or she's never walked into someone because I was texting. So never have I ever walked into someone because I was texting. So do you think she's going to answer that she has or she's never walked into someone because she was texting someone? Okay. So let's go with you. So Julie, what would you say that? First of all, do you think that Jaimee is guilty of that in the past?
There's no doubt in my mind that she has.
Oh,
No doubt. Sorry, Jaimee.
okay. All right. So Julie, what do you think? Did you say yes?
I'm gonna say no.
No?
It's a wellness vibe, so I think mindful of her surroundings.
Okay. And then so personally,
no, too.
okay, you're gonna say no as well. Okay, but Larry, what do you think?
I'm thinking probably.
Okay, but either one, yes or no. What do you think? Never
Yes,
or has?
yes.
Okay.
Guys against girls.
So Bill and Larry thinks you have. Kim and Julie thinks you've never. Okay, so what do they say out in the comments, Joe? Let me know what they say in the comments if they think that she has or she hasn't, or if she has or she's never. In the meantime, Kim, I want your confession.
I have not.
You have not. How about you, Larry?
No, I've never walked in any.
You never? Okay. Bill?
No.
Never, huh?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Julie.
How about you?
Wait. Me?
Yes.
So, person, no. Thing, yes.
Hey, I've done both, okay? I've done both. I've walked into people and I've walked into stuff while I was texting, okay? Joe, what did they say in the comments?
So I don't believe Jaimee has. Mark said never. Marvin said has. Hattie said she hasn't walked into someone, and Roy said Jaimee has not. I lived in Hong Kong, and everyone looked at their phones while walking.
Oh, wow. And did they run into each other? Roy, tell us, did they run into each other a lot since they're always looking at their phones?
Oh, they must have.
Okay, and those are the comments. Now that you've guessed on Jaimee, tell us about yourself. Have you ever walked into someone because you were texting? Okay, so now we're all waiting. We're all in anticipation, Jaimee. What is the answer? Have you or have you never walked into someone while texting?
I don't think I have.
Oh.
If I have, I don't remember. Not that I can remember. I really don't think that I have.
You would probably know because
I haven't had close calls.
Yeah, you would remember.
Yeah, I think you would remember. Yeah, if you would remember
My
if you walked.
daughter has run into me before when she's been on her phone, but I don't think I have.
You've been a victim, but not the perpetrator.
I have been a victim of drive-by texters. Yes.
Okay. All right. So we're putting that one to bed. Okay. So who? So Jaimee, you took that one. So who goes next?
Julie.
Okay. So we're going to get Julie. So Julie, would you rather do one of my open-ended questions? That's kind of a cool one. Or do you want to do a would you rather?
Would you rather?
Okay, we're going to do would you rather. See, it's like I never can guess what they're going to say because I thought you were going to say open-ended, but you said would you rather. I love it. Okay. All right. So, would you rather have a absolute perfect body above the waist, or a perfect body below the waist?
Oh.
Which one would you choose? You can only choose one.
That is a weird question.
That is a weird question.
I would go with above.
Okay, why?
Why? Well, in 2020, you only see above.
That's a good point. That's a very good point.
What matters?
That's a great answer.
Oh man!
Sticking with that one.
Whoa! Wait a second. I gotta give you this one for that one. That was a pretty good one right there. I like that.
Yeah.
Well, you look perfect from the waist up, Julie.
Yeah, you look great. You look great, Julie. You can't improve on that, Julie. I don't think you can improve on that, but it's okay. I like your answer. Okay, so Julie, she's gonna go with above. Does anybody disagree with her? Is anybody gonna go below? I mean, you could have the. I mean, if you had a perfect below, you could be like a perfect runner. You could run really fast. You know, you could climb
way
stuff.
easier to wear pants or capris or something than long sleeves in the
Yeah,
summer.
anything you wear
It's
just.
way easier to cover bad lower body and bad upper body.
Oh, got it. I
I'd
got
rather
it.
go with the below.
Okay, so Kim says below. So why would you pick below?
So that I don't, well, I'm not saying it's perfect, but I don't have to go out and get all new clothes. And I could stay active, and I would be hopefully fit and trim and hopefully healthy. And yeah, that the top can always be, I don't know, you can buy clothes to not rearrange the top, but I think it's just easier to have the bottom be more perfect than the top.
Okay. Okay. That sounds good. Okay. In the comments, what do you guys say? Do we have any answers on that yet,
Yes,
Joe?
we
Okay.
do.
What are they saying?
Okay, so first, Roy was answering your question about the Hong Kong.
Mm-hmm.
He said people hit each other all the time, and I got tired of dodging because I was looking, so I kept moving, and people bounced off me like a pinball machine.
That's hilarious. I guess they don't mind, huh? I guess they don't mind running into each other.
We have Mark who said about the perfect body. His comment was, by whose definition?
Ah, good question. I would say by your definition. Whoever's answering the question, by what you think is perfect.
And then he also said, because Sir Mix-a-Lot loves ... Oh, never mind.
And he cannot lie. Okay. Yes. It's been a while since I heard that one. Yes. Very good. All right. So who answered this last one? Who did this one?
I did.
Okay. So Julie, who goes next?
I'm gonna nominate Bill.
Hey.
Bill. Okay. So Bill, would you rather us do? Now we're going to have Shona's going to join us here in a little bit, but we could get our feet wet with a couple of debates, or we could do an open-ended question, or we can pull something out of my chat box. Which one you want?
Let's pull something out of your crazy box there.
Okay. Let's see here. Okay. What is the very first thing you can clearly recall from your childhood? The first event you can clearly recall from your childhood that you don't mind sharing in an open public forum that everybody's watching. That's a deep thought here. Bill, you got to break the silence, man. You got to let us know what's the first thing you can remember. We keep it fun too, by the way.
I think just playing with my friends in kindergarten.
Yeah,
that's it.
What'd you do? What is that? When you say playing with my friends, were you outside doing something or?
Yeah, just on the playground.
Okay.
Running around crazy.
Yeah. Got it. Okay. Anybody else?
I remember feeding peanut butter and jelly sandwiches to swans down in Mattapoisett, Massachusetts, down near the Cape with my grandfather. And I think I was maybe 3. But I just remember we would make these peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and bring them down and hand feed the swans.
Wow. I'm just curious, would they have just eaten the bread without the peanut butter and jelly, or does it make it better for them to eat it? Do they enjoy it more?
I don't know. Grampy told me to feed them peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, so that's just what I did, and they seemed to like them.
Because I'm just thinking they might just take it like it comes, with just the bread.
They should. We just made it extra special for them.
Hey, so we got Shona's with us today. Welcome.
Hey.
So the story is our original person that was supposed to be here is not able to make it. So I was able to contact Shona just a little while ago, and she was nice enough to take me up on my offer. So thank you for coming on, Shona.
Oh, hold on.
Yep, we can hear you. Yes.
We can hear you.
Yep, we can hear you.
Hi, kind of cut out, but I'm Shona, and I'm glad to be here. The last minute kind of special guest, I believe.
Yes, I love it. Glad you're able to make it. So thanks for coming last minute. And so we've been doing a lot of different little questions here. And since you just came in brand new, I'm going to leave it up to you to help us get into our next question.
Okay.
And it's going to be actually a team debate. Okay. And so this is fun. So since you came in, you're on the right side of my screen, Shona. You're going to be a team captain, and the special part about being a team captain is you get a chance to choose what side of the debate you're going to be on. Okay.
Oh, cool.
All right. So one of them has to do with beer, and the other one has to do with cruising. Which one do you want to take?
Beer.
Okay. All right. So here's the debate. Beer is better for you than wine. Okay. So you can either be on the brewer's team or the winemaker's team or side of the equation. So beer is better for you than wine. Do you want to be on the beer side or the wine side?
Wine.
Okay, so you're going to be on the wine side. So that means everybody on the right. So Kim, Jaimee, and Shona are on the wine side. Larry, Bill, and Julie are going to be on the beer side. And so Shona, you'll get a chance to start off first, and then we're going to take turns, go back and forth, and then you and the audience are going to determine which one has won. Is it on the right or the left? You can just put when you're in your comments, you can put whether the right or the left one. And also in the comments, I want you to tell me, give me your best as to whether you think beer is better or wine is better and why. Which one's better for you? Okay, so go for it, Shona.
All right. Well, there has been a lot of scientific studies that have shown that there's a chemical called resveratrol in wine that really is helpful for your heart and helpful for longevity as well. It comes from the skin of grapes, I believe red grapes predominantly. And so, of course, we're not talking about, copious amounts of consumption, but a glass or two a day has been proven to provide some health benefits and some longevity benefits from resveratrol.
Wow, that's pretty convincing. I don't know if it's true or not, but it sounds very convincing.
Someone needs to fact check that.
You know what? They don't even have to. You just have to be convincing. This is just a debate. It doesn't even have to be 100% true. Julie, what do you say back to that? Give us an argument for the beer side.
Sure. Well, keeping on my theme of this is 2020 and we're going into 2021, beer is better for you because it's more friendly on our wallets. So it's more sustainable. It's more affordable. You can buy it probably in more events and social situations. But bottom line, it's just much more affordable.
Ah, okay. All right. So there's another strong argument for the beer side. So Jaimee, can you follow up? What's on the wine side? Why is it better for you?
Wine is better for you because it has a lot less fillers and chemicals in order to make the wine than beer. In order to even produce the beer or flavor the beer, there are a lot more chemicals and additives put in to most beers. So your typical wine that you would find would have a lot less ingredients, which tends to be better for you.
Okay. All right. Very
Nicely
good.
done.
Nicely done. How about you, Bill? What do you think? Well, how about beer? Why is beer better?
Okay. You got to go with beer because there's nothing like it. When you're out running and you're exercising, or if you're out playing any sporting events, and you come out and you're just sweating all over the place, the best thing that you want is a nice cold beer. And I can't think of, after going out and playing a game of football, softball, or whatever, and I can't see me coming back and saying, well, I think I'll go get a glass of wine. No, you want a beer.
I was just thinking when you were saying
that is true.
But when he started talking about it, I was just thinking, I was imagining this Olympic runner drinking
with the
beer.
In hand.
As I was thinking, maybe like as he's running, like on the side, when they pick up instead of getting water, he just picks up a beer and drinks it and keeps running.
I wonder if he was gonna go with like you can run with a beer or something.
Yeah, exactly.
And another thing is, with a beer, especially like when we were in college, when you have a beer and you get done with a beer, you just take the can and you smash it on your head and you throw it in the garbage can. Now you can't do that with a wine glass.
You can do it with box wine. Just hit the box.
Yeah, but then you can't see where you're going because the box is in your way.
That's true.
Hard to run with a box.
All right, so Kim, it's your turn. Give us a reason as to why wine is better. This is your last one for your side, so it's all on you.
This is funny that I'm doing this, being the one who's 11 years sober, and wine was my vice. So I would say that wine is better because it doesn't fill you up like beer does, and so I can have 1 or 2 beers and be full, but in prior days, I could have multiple or Shona, copious amounts of wine, and I would never be full. So it's a beautiful way to be able to, you can eat and you don't get too full and you can continue drinking. Plus, I think that it's very socially acceptable to just hang out with the girls or the guys and have a few glasses of wine. So, and I think there's many more health benefits to wine than there is beer. So overall, I think socially and personally, it is the much better choice to go with wine. Plus, again, you can buy it in the box, so cheap. And that was my favorite. And yeah, that's my debate.
Kim, I tell you, and I apologize. I was insensitive to that.
No, don't be. I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good about no worries whatsoever.
But you did awesome on that one. That was great. That was awesome. Okay, so Larry, you're the last hope for the beer side. Why is it better?
Can I ask some questions to the audience?
Sure.
Okay. Who has a winery in our little panel here too? Who has a winery within 5-mile radius of your house, and who has a microbrewery within 5-mile radius of your house?
I have a winery. 5
Brewery?
minutes.
I winery.
Winery? 2 wineries?
Brewery.
5
Brewery.
miles? Not within
Well,
5 miles. I don't think
Crazy.
five. Not
That
5 miles.
was not what I was hoping for. My entire argument was being undermined. So instead of asking, I'm just going to say, most of us have breweries, and we have to support our local businesses. So beer.
Okay, all right. So supporting the
Another
local
good thing about
business.
Yeah.
being a wine drinker is you can take a trip to Napa Valley and
Yes.
just have a beautiful time there and go through all the wineries. There's no
Very
Napa
true.
Valley for beer.
We
So-
I don't go to
breweries.
one.
I got 2
I don't want to
breweries
go to Beer
right down the
Valley.
street. I don't have to pay for a flight. I don't have to pay for an expensive hotel.
Okay, so guys in the comments, you got to let us know which one won this debate. Is it the brewers or the winemakers? So beer or wine, which one won the argument today? Or it's not argument, you know what I mean, debate. Okay. All right, very good. So that was fun. That was good. Okay, so do we want to do first of all, Shona, you choose who chooses next. So who do you choose out of this group, first of all?
Now let's go with Larry.
Okay, so Larry, should we do another debate or should we follow up with another open-ended question, or would you rather?
I kind of like the debate.
Okay. All right. All right. So being as you're choosing the debate, the advantage is you get a chance to choose the side of the debate. And I'm going to give you 2 choices. I'm going to give you the cruising choice again, or Coke is better than Pepsi. So which one?
Well,
Oh,
the cruise. What's the cruising?
Cruising is about vacation travel.
Oh, well, let's talk about cruising. That's more
Okay.
interesting.
All right. So cruising is the best way to experience the joys of vacation travel. So you can choose to be either on the Love Boat cast team or the Easy Riders team.
Easy Rider, like the movie?
Yeah, but basically you're gonna debate for cruising or against cruising as the best experience for the joy of travel.
Or cruising or against cruising. I got it. I will debate against cruising.
Okay, all right. So you're going to be on the Easy Riders team, and so you'll start everything off. So everyone on the left is going to be. So Larry, you know what? Let's mix it up this time. We're going to mix things up. So it's going to be Larry, Kim, and Jaimee, and on the other side of the coin is going to be Bill, Julie, and Shona. Okay, it's a little confusing, but that's okay. All right. So Larry, you're going to go first. And then second will be Bill, then Jaimee, then Julie, then Shona, then back to Larry. Does that sound right? Or Shona and Kim? No, Shona and Kim.
Yeah.
Shona and Kim. Thank you. All right, so go for it. Go for it, Larry.
I've got one simple question about cruising right now. Who wants coronavirus?
Oh, wow. Oh, my. He hit us hard with that one. Oh, my goodness.
Drop the mic.
You gave me a softball.
Wow. Okay, what do you say back to that? Let's see. Is it Bill? Yeah. What do you say about that, Bill? Because you're on the cruise team. You're on the cruising is the best way to experience the joys of a vacation travel.
Okay, to answer that, Larry, you know, would you be really worried about the coronavirus, or would you rather be quarantined for 14 days out on that cruise with the sun and the beautiful water and as big as I am, you know, all you can eat buffets. And I know buffets aren't the big thing now, but you get the chance that have people serve it to you now. And, you know, just the idea of laying in that sun all day and just cruising all around. And in fact, I think the coronavirus would have probably helped me, because it means I would have stayed out on the water, you know, maybe 28 days instead of 3. So that's why it's good for the cruising.
Interesting. Okay, very good. So that was another viewpoint. So I think, Jaimee, maybe you can come back and give us an answer as to why cruising is not the best way to experience the joys of vacation travel.
Cruising takes away your control on where you're going to stop and what you're going to see, and even the hours you're going to get to stop and see. So even if you go to an amazing place, your hours are going to be exactly set by that cruise. So if you go to an amazing place, you're not going to get enough time. If you go to a place you're not a big fan of, you're going to get stuck there longer than you would have liked, because you're stuck there on their timeline. So you really just lose all kinds of control as you go. You're just at the mercy of their clocks, not your own clocks.
Yeah, good point. Guys, in the comments, I want you to be participating as well. What do you think? Is cruising the best way to experience vacation travel? Okay, so what's your answer to that, Julie?
I think on the contrary, cruising allows you to just let go and be fine with whatever comes your way. The other thing that I want to add is, only on a cruise will you be able to replicate that scene from Titanic.
Yes. Yes, that's very true. You talking about the one where they're out in the front doing the thing? Yeah.
I've done that in my bathtub.
Jaimee does it in her bathtub.
That's quite a bathtub you got there.
That's hilarious.
You just have to have an imagination.
That's pretty good. Okay, so Julie went, and now to answer back on the other team, I think would be Kim now, right? Is it Kim? Okay. And then Shona, is that right? Okay, so go ahead, Kim.
So I think cruising is not the best way to travel. Much like what Jaimee had said, you really lose your control. And I feel like traveling actually by car or by RV or by land in some way, shape, or form allows you to stop whenever and wherever you want. There's so many beautiful places around this country and in other countries that if you just hop in your car or your RV or whatever it is that you're driving, you wouldn't see those things if you were not, 4 wheels to the ground, because there's just so many little nuggets that you wouldn't see unless you were driving down the highway and saw the sign. So I love to be able to just be out there driving, see a sign and say, I want to go check that out, and have the freedom and the ability to do that. Plus, I don't want coronavirus, and I do believe that cruise ships are a petri dish for coronavirus. So that's my debate.
Well, you know what's interesting with the NBA playoffs this year? They put them all in a bubble. They tested them all, and they got them all in there, and they did a fairly decent job of it. I was definitely against the whole idea of cruising, but in terms of the beginning of this, I was thinking, I wonder if they did like the NBA. They test everybody real good before they go in there, and could it possibly, or would it still be risky? I guess it's hard.
I think it'd still be risky.
Still be risky, yeah.
It's the air ventilation. It's not the cruise ship's fault necessarily.
Yeah.
They said it's the air ventilation, even compared to flying, is
wow.
different. There's more recycled air within a cruise ship than on an airplane. So, it's not their fault. It's not that they're not trying. It's just simply, it is what it is.
Okay, so that aside, folks, in the comments, which one do you think had the better side of the debate? We'll let you guys decide.
Shona.
Oh, Shona, I'm sorry. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. please. Sorry about that.
Yes,
so, Shona,
so-
you're your team's last hope.
I am. So to pick up on what Kim was saying, yes, I love to get in my car and see the places only a car can get to. And unfortunately, cars can't get you to some interesting places like Antarctica, Patagonia, the Baltic Islands, taking a look at the Northern Europe countries. And a cruise line, the only way you can really get to Antarctica these days, if you're a adventure traveler, is through a cruise. In regards to COVID, I know there's a few small cruise lines, such as those that do go to Antarctica and those that travel north into Europe, North Europe. They're smaller cruise lines, and they've taken really effective measures to deal with with COVID. And they've done an amazing job with respect to air circulation, ventilation, testing prior to getting on to their vessels. And right now we can't really travel to Europe or to other countries. And I think after 8 or 9 months of COVID, people are just needing a change of scenery. So a cruise with the right cruise line and to the right destination really does afford travelers a disconnect from kind of the pandemonium that we've been experiencing. It gets you out of the country, which a lot of people have been desiring to do this year. And it just allows you to disconnect and see things in nature that you wouldn't be able to see otherwise in the United States. So I absolutely, cruise lines that haven't taken those COVID precautions and the ones that are those big 2,000-3,000 passenger vessels, those probably aren't appropriate. And there are many cruise lines right now that are smaller that have taken those extra safety precautions that get you into the most amazing, beautiful places in nature that you couldn't see otherwise.
Wow.
Legal training.
Wow, that was
Human resources leader, of course. You've got to learn to do
that was fantastic right there. Oh my goodness. Boy, I'm so sorry I skipped you there. Y'all did great on this one. So, guys in the comments, what do you guys think? I think they all deserve this right here. That was great back and forth. I just would not have guessed I would have come up with those. It's very convincing arguments on both sides. So, what do you guys think in the comments? Do you think that the what's the name of the teams? Oh yeah,
the Easy Riders.
Team Loveboat versus the Easy Riders. Which one won that one? Okay, so who picked that one? Larry, you picked it, didn't you? I think it was you. You started this, didn't you, Larry? You were the team captain, right?
I did. I started it.
All right, so Larry, who do you think goes next? Who should go next?
I'm
sorry. Wait. Sorry, Larry. Sorry about that. So Joe's got some comments she's going to want to share with us. Go ahead, Joe.
Yes, I do, because we didn't address the comments from the previous.
Oh, please do. Yes, please. Yes,
So let's see. So we got Noelle joining us from the hair salon.
Hey, Noelle from the hair salon.
Hey, Noelle.
And she says, Bill's got a buddy. Yay.
Yeah.
We have Patty. She says, I can recall having an accident. She's going back to your question about earliest memory. She says, I can recall having an accident that required lots of stitches in my thigh when I was 4. I even remember what I was wearing. That is how I got my shark bite scar.
Oh, wow.
And then Roy was piggybacking on Kim when she was talking about feeding the swans. And he goes, Kim, you reminded me, I remember feeding Jello to my dad's tropical fish. It didn't end well.
I wouldn't think it would.
Oh, no.
To which I asked, were they expensive fish? And he goes, yes.
Oh, no.
Was it a Jello shot or just Jello?
Oh, wow. Go ahead.
And then for the debate, Patty does not have a brewery or a winery near her that are legal. And
they're legal like that.
She said she thinks it was a tie. Both were very convincing. Roy says powerful arguments on both sides this time. Wine has all the facts well presented. Beer had the emotion. Sorry, it's a draw this week.
Oh,
and
wow.
Patty said a tie.
Oh, wow, that's awesome. I love the feedback.
Thoughtful
That's great.
comment.
And and Roy says Shona is secretly employed by a cruise liner.
And I've never taken a cruise.
Wow. Well, you were pretty convincing.
Yeah, she
Thank
was
you.
very convincing. Oh my goodness, that was fantastic. Okay, okay, I want you guys to think about this. Who wants to try this? Give me 2 lies and a truth, and we're gonna guess which one is the truth. Who wants to do that? We'll leave it open.
Anyone?
2 lies and a truth.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
Okay, go for it. Give us 2 lies and a truth. We're going to guess which one is the truth. So, guys, let's listen to see which one we think is the truth. In the comments, I want you to put which one you thought out of the 3 that she gives us is the truth. And then those in our panel here, I want you to guess as well. So go for it, Shona.
I am an expert kayaker. I am a pianist, and I have been stranded in the middle of Peru.
Okay, stranded in the middle of Peru, expert pianist and an expert kayaker. Is that right?
Mm-hmm. Well, I didn't say expert pianist, but a pianist.
A pianist and an expert kayaker. Okay.
The delivery was so.
Yeah, she's. It's hard for me to. Wow.
Really good at this.
Gosh.
Yeah,
I've
she's.
done this before.
Okay, so let's start with you, Jaimee. What do you think? Which one do you think is the truth out of those 3?
She's an expert kayaker.
Ah, she's an expert kayaker. Okay, what do you think, Kim?
She really was into like the Antarctica and traveling, adventuring.
Oh yes, that's a good point.
So
That's
I'm
a good
thinking
point.
she might be kind of an adventurer person.
Yes. Now, how much
I was
kayaking can you
thinking
do
that-
up there, though? I'm not sure if you can kayak very much up there. Can you? Can you kayak? You get some good kayaking
I
up there in
wouldn't. It'd
Antarctica?
be cold, but some people, I guess, would.
Oh yes, you can definitely do it, Robert.
Oh yeah.
I just read a book on it.
Oh wow. Okay. See, she's my fact checker and researcher on stuff here. Okay, go for it, Kim. What do you think? What do you think is the truth out of those 3?
I think that she plays the piano.
Okay. And what do you think, Larry?
Well, I know it's not being stranded in the middle of Peru because you can't get there on a cruise ship. So I'm going with kayaker too.
Okay. What do you think, Bill?
Piano.
Piano. Okay. How about you, Julie?
Put 3 for piano.
Okay. So she thinks piano. And Jaimee, did you guess already? I can't remember.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
I think she's a kayaker.
I'm gonna go with Peru personally. I think Peru. Joe, what do you think?
That's a good one too because she talked about Patagonia. You know,
Yeah,
so she talked about South America, so maybe she's been there.
I'm sticking my neck out there on the Peru.
She was tricky.
I think she's I think she's got this kind of sneaky adventurer side. I think she was out there in the middle of the Peru. She got lost or whatever. She was stuck, stranded, whatever. Maybe her car broke down or something. So, Joe, what do you think?
I don't think it's Peru because she kind of, she said, I have been stranded, and then she was thinking about it. I don't think it's Peru. I'm kind of debating between an expert kayaker and a pianist, and I think it's number 2. I think it's a pianist.
Pianist, okay.
Roy thinks she was stranded in Peru, and Patty also thinks pianist is the truth.
Okay, so we are in anticipation. We want to know, Shona, which one is the truth?
Well, I've played flute and never played piano, so it's not piano. And I do kayak, and I am nowhere close to being an expert kayak, and I have some interesting stories about that. And it is being stranded in Peru.
Oh my
Yes, yes.
Wow.
Yes, you're the only one who got it.
There was a strategy. I think she had a strategy where she paused
She
a
paused.
little bit to throw us off.
I knew it. It's reverse psychology.
And I was sensing that was a little bit of a strategy there, but I didn't want to say anything.
Yeah.
Yes. And I was stranded twice in Peru in the same trip. Those are interesting stories. I don't know if we have time to share, but when I can share, I'm happy to.
Sure. Yeah. Give us one of the quick ones. Yeah, I want to hear it.
The one I was thinking about, I was in the city of Cusco on my way to Machu Picchu, and the way you get there, one way you can get there is through a train you catch in Cusco called the Hiram Bingham. And so you have to keep your bags packed to at the hotel you're staying at in Cusco, and you bring a little small bag if you're going to stay at the hotel that's at Machu Picchu. So we've got a little bag. It says Hiram Bingham, the name of the train. And we have our driver taking us from the hotel in Cusco to the train station, which is about, I think, 15 miles away. And he speaks, only Spanish, which I don't really speak much of. And so we get in our car. We knew our driver. He had taken us around the day before. And as we are driving to the train station, we see like thousands of people going in the opposite direction, all walking with flags and signs in their hands. And we're like, what's going on? We had no idea. And we kind of got out from our driver that there was a protest against police tickets happening. And so as we get into or away from the hotel into kind of the rural country, the road was blocked. And so the driver just motions for us to get out of the car. We did not know where we were at. And we didn't know where we were going. And so he just said, bye-bye. And we had no choice. So you had to catch a specific train. And it's like, if you don't catch the train, you don't get to Machu Picchu. The whole trip was designed to get to Machu Picchu. So we knew we had 30 to 40 minutes to figure out where we're going. So we just started walking, of course, in the opposite direction of everyone else going into Cusco. And we didn't know what to do. And of course, we look a little out of place, obviously not being from the country and holding our little Hiram Bingham bags. And we're like, starting to panic. And people are looking at us, dogs are running around, and we're really getting a lot of attention. And we're like, oh my gosh, what do? We don't really feel safe. We don't want to miss our train. We don't know how to get back to the hotel. We don't know how to get to the train station. And so we're walking for about 10 minutes, like all this is in our head. And then finally a white car, nondescript, pulls up and says, train, and then points to our bags. And he goes, come. And my husband's like, no. And I said, if we don't get into this car now, we will not make it to Machu Picchu, nor will we make it back to the hotel.
Why?
And he's like, no, it's not safe. I said, well, what are our options? It's not safe here. So I convinced my husband to get into the car, said a couple prayers, and sure enough, he dropped us off at the train station, would not take any money from us. Had a glass of champagne that was waiting for us at the train station, caught our train, and made it to Machu Picchu. And the same driver picked us up the next night, and he was like sweating. He didn't know if we were going to get off the train. He didn't know what happened to us.
Right.
And he saw us, he looked like he was going to cry that we actually somehow survived. So that was my stranded in Peru story.
That's amazing.
Well, so when I was in Peru last year in April, I made it to the top of Machu Picchu, and I saw a llama give birth to a baby on the top of Machu Picchu.
Wow. Oh my goodness.
Amazing thing ever. Talk about a spiritual awakening. And I stayed in Cusco, and so I know the train, and I know that bus ride up to the top of Machu Picchu, which is quite interesting.
It is absolutely. Well, we have to connect, Kim.
Okay, so guys, you know what just happened? Those who are watching the comments, this is what just happened here. It was a virtual networking hug. Because
that guy is at the top of Machu Picchu.
Wow, that's cool. I love it. Wow. Who would have known? I would have not have guessed that both of you have been to Machu Picchu in Peru. That's amazing.
That is.
I recommend it for everyone.
Agreed.
Wow. Okay, so I will definitely have to add that to my list of places. Awesome. Okay.
And I bet you that's a good place to have a good cold beer too, isn't it?
Exactly.
Did he break the tie?
Been twice.
Did he break the tie?
What's that?
Did he break the tie?
Oh, yeah.
The one thing that was a good one.
Yeah, did it? So let's ask the comments. Did he break the tie with that one?
Beer.
With about the beer? Yeah, exactly.
Go Brewers.
Okay, I have a quick question for everybody before we end it. What was your mother's signature or father's signature dish? And and guys in the comments, go ahead and answer that. That's our last question of the day. What was your mother's signature dish? Let's start with you at the top, Kim, or father, or grandfather, whoever you're thinking of that was a caretaker that fixed something for you growing up.
My mom's spaghetti sauce, just her spaghetti and meatballs were phenomenal. We always loved it, so I'm going to go with that.
Awesome. What about you, Larry?
Oh boy, I grew up in the Midwest in late 70s, 80s. So microwave tuna casserole.
Microwave.
I got nothing.
Hey, you know what? It's probably you probably still like it, right? If you had some good tuna casserole right now in the microwave, you think you'd still eat it?
No, I kind of went along with the food revolution when that sort of came into the country.
Okay.
Moved on.
Okay. Jaimee. Oh, I'm sorry.
My
I'm
mom
sorry.
didn't really have one, but when my mom would not be there for dinner,
Uh-huh.
my brother and I would beg my dad for mac and cheese, tuna, and peas.
Oh, mac and cheese, tuna and peas.
Tuna and peas.
Oh yeah, so good. Like
That's
it's
like your
the
tuna
Velveeta.
casserole.
It's got to be like the Velveeta shells and cheese. And
Wow.
and we would beg him for that because my mom would not eat it or make it. So when my mom wasn't there, my dad would make it for us.
Oh, wow.
And what's funny is I grew up loving it then, and when my husband is not home, I will make it for my girls now sometimes, and they love it because he will not touch it. He's appalled.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So
we're running out of time. So go ahead, Bill, quickly. What was your signature dish growing up?
My mom loved to make fried chicken.
Fried chicken. Okay. How about you, Julie?
Oh, it's my dad's chicken adobo.
Oh, okay. Sounds good. How about you, Shona?
Chicken and giblets. My mom's Hungarian. And
Oh,
so,
I've never heard of that. Chicken and giblets. Wow.
Yeah, so we weren't told it was giblets, nor would I would have understood what giblets were. And she makes a really good chicken paprikash as well. And that base sauce is used for chicken and giblets. And now, even though I know what the giblets are and I'll help prepare them, it is still my most favorite dish my mom
Oh,
cooks.
wow. Well, and where is it from, you said again?
It's from my mom's Hungarian. So it's like and we're Canadian as well. So there's a Canadian element as well. So kind of all
Awesome.
mixed together, and it is incredible. I would never tell anyone they're eating giblets, but it's amazing.
Okay. Well, I'll say for me, it's I used to love when my mom would fix either gumbo, seafood gumbo, or crawfish étouffée because I am Creole, French Indian.
You got us all beat.
Chicken and giblets doesn't beat crawfish étouffée.
I've never had chicken giblets, so it may. It may. I don't know.
I haven't had it, but that's.
I don't know. Guys, it's been amazing today. Thank you for the comments. Joe, do you have any quick ones you want to share with us that they said real fast?
Oh, yes. So
Okay.
Patty says she would say quiche.
Oh, quiche. Okay. Awesome.
I myself grew up eating chiles rellenos every Monday. My mom would make that, and it was delicious.
Ah, chile rellenos. Yes. Oh,
Love
yeah.
eating that every day. Joanne says chicken and pork adobo.
Oh.
And Roy says, my dad was a chef and loved his Wiener Schnitzel, my mom's home-cooked soup, which I could never replicate no matter how many times I tried.
So is that a dish from the Philippines that she's talking about, the chicken adobo? Because that's where she's from. That's awesome.
Yep.
Yeah. So Joanne and Julie, you have that connection. That's awesome. I love it. So you got another connection. See, we got another one of these right here. Just happened. Right there. Look at that. Okay, guys, thanks again. You guys are great. Appreciate you being on today. We really connected well. Have a great rest of the day, everyone.
thanks everybody.
Bye.
Thanks. Have a good weekend.
Yes,
You too.
thank you. Thanks, everybody, for joining us today. Have a great rest of the day. Okay, let me know when it's safe, Joe.
Okay, I will.